When you cover your sins, you make excuses for your sin. You say, well, it calms my mind. It makes me feel at ease. That's making excuses for sin. Because on the backside, first and foremost, God said don't do it.
Right.
Secondly, the white man tell you on the thing it causes cancer. Thirdly, it's killing your baby. It's killing your family. And the ultimate thing that we must fix first is the family structure.
Right.
Family structure got to be fixed because the how the quote go? The most critical part of a nation is the household, the family unit, family structure.
Yep.
That's the most critical part of a nation. All right. Now, 1 Corinthians 3:16. Because I saw you drop that, sis, and you need to drop it forever.
Yes.
You don't need to be doing that. Because you got your baby right here. Secondhand smoke is a killer.
Right.
I don't know if Carlos smoke. I don't know if y'all both do. But if y'all do, check this out. Read this thing. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? So guess what? With us finding out we from the tribe, what tribe we from? Judah. We from the tribes of Judah. You are now the temple of God. Come on.
Right.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? And the Spirit of God is in us, because when you heard what you heard and it hit you, that lets you know right there you got a conscience. You have a conscience where God is saying, my Spirit's been with you this whole time. You just didn't know it. But when the words come out from the right teachers, from the Spirit God put on them, it's going to activate something in your mind. There's a reason y'all standing here. Christ said, my sheep hear my voice. That's what Christ said. My sheep hear my voice. So if you of the 12 tribes, you're going to hear this thing. And you're going to give it consideration. Read it. Come on. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Now you put it together, sis. You put it together. Something spiritual happening. Come on. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
Come on.
If any man defile the temple of God. So how do the Israelites defile the temple of God? How do they defile it, Carlos? Yeah. Now look at her do what she did earlier. All that little head shaking out. Carlos like, I ain't gonna do you like that. But no, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Y'all gotta put that down.
One more time.
Oh, read it again. If any man defile the temple of God. So how do we defile our temples? It ain't just, it's that. She on point. Yes. Drinking, excessive drinking, getting drunk, eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. All of that is sin. And we defile our temple when we do that thing.
Sleeping outside of marriage?
Yes, sex outside of marriage. That is sin. All of this is sin. We defile our temple in a number of ways. So if you are smoking, if you are drinking in excess, it's not a sin to drink. But when you get drunk, that's when it's a sin.
Right.
When you're doing those things, you got to stop. That's sin.
Out.
You bringing sin to yourself. And the wages of sin is death. That's why you see lung cancer, throat cancer. You got the people with the hole in their throat. They got to talk with the damn thing. You don't want to be like that. You don't want cirrhosis of the liver. You don't want your baby to have that example. Because secondhand smoke is far worse than when you inhaling it yourself. The chemicals burn off and then your baby breathe that in, and now you're destroying her as well. So now the whole family getting destroyed off of just smoking itself. And the white man's so damn diabolical, he put it on the package and still put it in your neighborhood. And tell you, surgeon warning, smoking these will cause cancer. But he sure make it cheap. He sure make it available. Because they trying to kill us off.
Right.
And we don't turn to the right sources to do what? Ease our minds, which is the Bible.
Right.
It's been the Bible. What you say? I know, but we got to stop. We have to stop. So now we learning about sins, and now what we do with those sins. You said we got to stop. Proverbs 28:13. Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper. When you cover your sins, you make excuses for your sin. You say, well, it calms my mind. It makes me feel at ease. That's making excuses for sin. Because on the backside, first and foremost, God said don't do it.
Right.
Secondly, the white man tell you on the thing it causes cancer. Thirdly, it's killing your baby. It's killing your family. So instead of him, he got his thing to work out with marriage, but now you got to look at it and say, I got to let this addiction go. I got to get around people that's going to encourage me to let this addiction go. That's what you got to do. But if you don't, read it again. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper. You make excuses. Covering your sin is when you make excuses for them. It says you're not going to prosper. Meaning death is swift and coming upon you. Right now is grace. Right now is mercy from God to get it right. To stop doing those things. I didn't know these things, Lord. Now I do. Now the Lord said, from here on out, how you going to walk? What you going to do? Are you going to get with your people? Gather with like-minded individuals? We got a school on the Kansas side. Y'all need to come and get with us. Come and get with us. This is a family unit. You don't even see this. This is rare. What y'all doing is rare. Now you got to make it peculiar and special. By what? Applying God's laws. That's what y'all got to do now, all right?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Come on, we can read.
Well, whoso confesseth and forsaketh, them shall have mercy.
That's when you get mercy. Because we're not saying it's going to be an instant stop. Sometimes you can cold turkey and just stop. Some people do that. But now it's going to be a process where you offend less. You got to cut that thing out over time. Because, of course, you've been smoking for years, right? For years. But now the Lord is saying you got to offend less. Stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? In a process of time, you got to fight it. Fight that thing. Now, another thing, go to Deuteronomy 22:5. I'm not sure about your wardrobe. Remember, what we're talking about is the Israelite lifestyle. And as Israelites, there's a way we got to carry ourselves, all right? And that means how you eat, how you sleep, how you, your dress code, your dietary, your ceremonial, what holidays you keep. All of that must change. We got to convert our minds back to the Bible, all right? Read this thing. Carlos, pay attention.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So the top part said, read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So Carlos, a woman should not wear what belongs to a man. What do you see all the men out here with? You notice. What is something that you see all of us with out here? I'll get hit. Pants. A woman should not wear pants according to the Bible. Right. So now that you know this, you got to enforce it in your house. Because when men see women in pants, what do we do? What do we look at? What do we look at, Carlos? Come on, we men, Carlos. I ain't, I'm trying to be righteous. All right? I'm repenting. Yes. So when men see women in pants, it's okay. It's all right. You got to be honest. When we looking at women, what do we first look at, Carlos? Because it's a societal thing that we made normal as black men. We look at a woman's behind, do we not? We checking a woman out. Because the pants do what? They emphasize the woman's curve. They emphasize everything she's working with. So when she wears pants, men automatically gravitate to what they see. Because that's what we are. We're visual creatures. You know what I'm saying? So your wife should not wear pants. Your daughter should not wear pants. Because there's pedophiles out here. There's men that don't give a damn about adultery and committing adultery. And they'll come out here and flash out whatever kind of money they need to do what? Persuade the woman. Right. They do these things, Carlo, and then we make music about it. I was thinking about this the other day. We make songs about adultery, bro. We make songs about it. Chris Brown, Trey Songz, The Dream, all these dudes. Steal Your Girl. Mr. Steal Your Girl, all this stuff. We make this stuff, and we act like it's cool to sin, bro. And this is what we push out here in the airwaves. And our women hear it and our men hear it. You see what I'm saying? And it affects the mindset. So read it again. God said what?
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So a woman should not wear pants. So now, with knowing this, you got to enforce it, Carlos. You got to enforce this thing in your household. And if she's a God-fearing woman, like she's showing herself to be, I pray, she'll say, hey, the Bible said I got to do it.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.